Good afternoon, everybody. Please be seated. Welcome. All right, this is a matter of State versus Nolan Flanagan. May I have appearances, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, James Porfido on behalf of Nolan Flanagan, the defendant in the case.
We're here for the sentencing phase for Mr. Flanagan. Ms. Thompson, before you make any arguments, did you want to present any witnesses regarding any witness or victim impact statement?
Yes, Your Honor. First, I'd like to call Mr. Stack.
Sir, what did you want to present?
Well, I never imagined I'd be here today in this courtroom in this moment. Our lives, they might not have been perfect, but my daughter's life was truly on the verge of amazing. And in one moment, based on a decision that she didn't even get to make, her world changed. Our world changed. In my opinion, drunk driving is the most arrogant and selfish act a person can perform. It serves only one purpose, and it ignores the will and the lives of every single person it affects. Now, we have these wonderful memories, but all of these memories have immediately turned to complete nightmares. As every image I look at of my daughter skating, or running, or hiking, or marching, or even attempting to feed herself are all replaced and are just never to be again. Her plan for college is done. Her plans for travel are replaced with a lifetime of sitting motionless in a wheelchair. Now, the only ability I think we have to combat drunk driving is to avoid it altogether, but that's obviously, we're past that point. And the next best action for me, in my opinion, is to punish the guilty. Today we're here because it wasn't avoided, so it has to be dealt with by punishment. I think it's a sad day, and I think anyone within the sound of my voice has been impacted, and it's a shame.
My name is Heather Toto. I'm here with my husband, Michael, and our son's Tyler's life was taken from us in this terrible car accident. He has a younger brother and sister, and our family is trying to come to terms with what happened. He loved his friends, and he loved you, Nolan. And I think this is a lot bigger than one person being punished. I think this is a problem and a situation that we all need to think about, because life is precious and we all get one. And while I know where Tyler is today and that I will see him again, it doesn't take away from the fact that he is no longer with all of us here. All of Madison, his friends, his teachers, I know they will remember Tyler, and what Tyler would ask and what we ask is that you guys look around at one another and just take care of one another. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
On Monday, March 24th, life as my family knew it was changed forever. Our beloved son Justin was killed in a car wreck as a result of poor decisions made by Nolan Flanagan. Justin was so full of life. He was connected to nature, and he cared very deeply for his friends, family, and community. A true sports enthusiast through and through, Justin was an embodiment of team spirit. We believe his love of sports went deeper to the core act of bringing people together. Just in the last couple of years of his life, he took initiative to strengthen the morale of this community by bringing the Madison Dodger mascot to realization. Justin was just getting started. He had so much to offer, so much more to accomplish, so much more to experience, and so much more to offer. His life was cut short at 17, still just a child. Justin won't get to run in another track meet. He won't go to wear a tux to prom or graduate from high school. He won't get to have a college experience that he was so looking forward to. We will miss his big smile, his witty remarks, and his genuine interest in togetherness. Your Honor, I wish I could stand here today with mercy and forgiveness in my heart for Mr. Flanagan, but I don't feel that way right now. I stand here devastated. The careless actions of this young man have left my family completely shattered. My wife, daughter, and I don't know how to move forward in a life without our Justin. This is a tragedy that could have been avoided. Now it's our reality, and it feels unbearable to withstand another day without my son.
My heart goes out to the families that are involved here, particularly Tyler and Justin's family, and as well as Mia being here in the situation that she's facing now for the rest of her life. So What I really would like to express to the court is the mitigation of this sentencing. My client stands here before you for sentencing after having been found guilty, but there are mitigating factors for the court to consider. He has no prior criminal history. I can say, without question, had no intent to kill anyone that day. But through his actions, through his conscious actions of consuming alcohol and getting behind the wheel, he committed a criminal offense. Tyler cannot be brought back, nor can Justin. And my client has to live with that. That's something that he'll have to live with for the rest of his life, that his conscious disregard, his actions by consuming alcohol and getting behind the wheel of a vehicle killed 2 people and terribly injured a third. But he has to live with that from this day forward, and certainly his conduct will be punishable by the court, and he understands that. Thank you.
As Nolan's father, I stand before you, sit before you devastated by what's happened. Words can't express the sorrow that we feel for all these families. There's no right words for such a tragedy, only truth and accountability. Nolan was raised to be responsible, yet his decision to drink and drive has irreversibly altered many, many families in this community. Despite our many conversations about such dangers, he made a terrible choice at the age of 18. To the Stack, Toto, and Morales families, I know you have no reason to accept my words. Nothing can fill the void left in your lives or bring back your loved one. Our family will forever think of yours and mourn at what our son has taken from you. I've spoken to Nolan. He accepts that he must face the full consequences of his actions. We seek no leniency, only a way forward where we might somehow make amends though true amends are impossible. I hope this painful reality serves as a warning to others, especially young people. If one life is saved because someone remembers this story, it cannot undo the tragedy, but it might give some meaning to this senseless loss. Your Honor, we respect whatever sentence the court deems appropriate. To everyone, especially the young people in this community, no drink, no party, no convenience is worth a human life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If I could go back, I could go back in time, I would pay any amount I would give my life to bring back theirs. And I just wish that I could go back in time and right these wrongs, but I understand that my actions, my reckless actions, face the consequences, and I apologize.
Your Honor, if you had an opportunity to review this case, as you indicated earlier, the defendant has been found guilty of the charges, the 2 homicides and the assault. This is a very serious case, and as Mr. Porfido pointed out, this was not an intentional act, but it's an act that's devastated 3 families and the entire community. Your Honor, I have to ask the judge to impose the maximum sentence in each of the counts and to not only send a message just in this particular case, but in general. This is a tragedy for not only the defendant's family, but also the other families that were impacted and the community at large.
In this case, unfortunately, the youth may not appreciate the dangers that can occur and the horror that can result. But in one brief moment, one day in the life, the lives of families, the lives of other youth who now don't have that opportunity to carry out their lives, the community, in one day, one moment, it is irreversibly changed, and tragedy falls upon the entire community. What occurred has just devastated an entire community. It has destroyed lives. It has destroyed families. The court would not be doing its duty and following its obligations if it were to determine that anything less than maximum penalties under the circumstances should be applied. Unfortunately, it takes an incredible tragedy such as this to remind us what can happen. The court finds that the appropriate penalty would be a 10-year sentence to state prison with respect to each of the victims. That would be 10 years and another 10 years to run consecutive. The court finds as well that with respect to the second counts, there should be a 5-year maximum penalty on each. There will be 2 consecutive 10-year sentences, 2 concurrent 5-year sentences. I am going to remand Mr. Flanagan to custody today. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. We can take Mr. Flanagan to custody. All right, with that, these proceedings are adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.